Picture this. You're standing over a sweaty little 4-footer to save par for a $10 NASA. Your buddy is just grinning at you, totally waiting for you to choke. The pressure is absolutely real, right? And your hands, yeah, they feel a little shaky. So what do you want in your hands? Do you want that legendary, buttery soft feel that's won literally hundreds of tour events? Or do you reach for a high-tech, multi-material shaft that is specifically designed to fix your inconsistent stroke?
Today we're throwing the Odyssey Stroke Lab Putter into the ring against the white-hot OG. We are treating this classic graphite versus steel debate as a true head-to-head heavyweight battle. These are two of the absolute most popular options on the market right now. But look, the winner here, it depends entirely on what kind of golfer you actually are. Let's dive right into this explainer and figure it out.
Welcome back to Golf Gear Showdown, the explainer, where we put golf gear head-to-head so you can stop guessing and start playing better. Here is the flight plan for today. We're kicking off with the Odyssey Putter Showdown setup. Then we'll battle through feel versus tech tempo, forgiveness and looks, price and value, finding your perfect fit, and wrap it all up with our final verdict. Let's get to it. All right, Section 1, setting the stage for this Odyssey Putter Showdown. Seriously, if you've walked into a pro shop recently, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have seen the Odyssey wall. It is massive. And honestly, it is kind of overwhelming for an everyday 15 handicapper like me. Usually, weekend golfers just get stuck staring at two totally distinct paths. Choosing the wrong one isn't just about blowing $250. It is about losing total confidence on the greens when it actually matters.
Exactly. On one side, we have the white-hot OG. This represents classic nostalgia, bringing back that original insert purists have literally obsessed over for 20 years. Against it, we have the Stroke Lab line. Based on design intent, Odyssey swapped out your standard steel shaft for a pretty complex mix of graphite and steel. The goal? To radically redistribute weight and actively assist your tempo. It's not just marketing hype, it's an engineering choice.
So, to actually crown a winner today, we're grading these two competitors across 5 specific rounds. We'll be battling through feel and feedback, consistency and tempo, forgiveness, aesthetics and confidence, and finally, price and value. Now, I want you to pay really close attention to round 3. The forgiveness category is going to reveal a massive secret about mishits that most golfers completely miss. Stick around for that. Moving into Section 2, Feel versus Tech Tempo, rounds 1 and 2. Based on design intent, these two putters are built to solve very different problems for the average weekend golfer. You really have to ask yourself, do you need the assistance of modern engineering or just the pure, unfiltered response of a classic design?
Right, so round 1 is all about feel and feedback. And honestly, I am defending the white-hot OG here. It uses that totally iconic 2-part urethane insert. It is firm enough to give you a really solid click, but soft enough to feel like absolute butter. The feedback is just beautifully direct. Look, as a 15 handicap, if I hit a putt off the toe, I need to know instantly so I can fix it on the next hole. The Stroke Lab's graphite shaft, it actually dampens that vibration a little bit. It kind of feels a bit muffled to me. So for round 1, the winner is the white-hot OG, hands down.
Okay, let's step into round 2 for consistency and tempo. Jake, we really need to talk about the number 40. It is absolutely crucial in this matchup. See, the Stroke Lab shaft is about 40 grams lighter than a standard steel shaft. Odyssey takes that saved weight and strategically shoves it into the butt end of the grip and down into the putter head. We are talking about a massive, purposeful shift in the center of gravity here. That weight shift, it essentially turns this club into a consistency engine. A standard steel OG relies entirely on your own natural rhythm. If your tempo is flawless, hey, you are fine. But for the rest of us fighting a jerky, nervous takeaway, the tech is very real.
Wait, so you are telling me this thing basically cures the yips? No way.
Well, most golfers report it absolutely smooths out a twitchy, handsy stroke under pressure. It almost makes the putter feel like it's swinging itself. So the round 2 winner is definitely the Stroke Lab. It is simply more stable through the arc, for sure. Section 3. Let's look at forgiveness and looks in rounds 3 and 4. So we're tied up 1-1. Now it is time for forgiveness in round 3. And I gotta challenge you here, Mike. I mean, looking good on a perfectly struck putt is easy. But what actually happens with all this fancy technology when a weekend golfer completely misses the center of the face?
The white-hot OG relies on classic head shapes, right? Like the iconic number 7. Those provide tried-and-true stability. Why mess with where it works?
That is true, Jake, but the Stroke Lab wins the math battle here. Because there's more weight concentrated in the head and the butt end of the grip, the moment of inertia, or MOI, is significantly higher. And for the everyday golfer, higher MOI just means a lot more resistance to twist. Because of that higher MOI design, the club face is actively less likely to twist if you catch one off the toe or the heel. The Stroke Lab isn't just a fancy shaft to look at. On those nerve-wracking 10-footers where you are desperately trying to keep the ball online, it gives you a much wider margin for error. So, the Stroke Lab is the clear winner of round 3. Fair enough, I'll give you the math. Let's move to round 4, which is all about aesthetics and confidence. Look, golf is heavily mental. The White Hot OG features this beautiful silver PVD finish. It looks premium, it's clean, and it's totally distraction-free. The Stroke Lab is a completely different story. That bicolor black and silver shaft, it looks terrible to me. It is just completely distracting when I'm standing over the golf ball.
Wow, I completely disagree with you, Jake. To me, the Stroke Lab looks like a premium high-tech tool. It frames the ball incredibly well and visually separates your hands from the club head. I call it a modern classic.
Yeah, well, you can call it modern, I call it ugly. But hey, because aesthetics are entirely subjective and we are clearly miles apart on this, I am calling round 4 a dead tie. Both win for different eyes.
Section 4, price and value. Let's talk money.
Now we reach the round that actually matters to everyone's wallet. Here is the biggest budget versus premium question. It is the exact question every American golfer absolutely hates answering when they're standing at the register, credit card in hand. Is the extra tech actually worth the money?
I am definitely defending the everyday golfer's wallet right now. Looking at a $250 plus putter and wondering if it will actually shave strokes, that is a terrible feeling. The White Hot OG is generally the more affordable option. You are getting a legendary, tour-proven insert on a standard solid steel shaft. You know exactly what you are paying for, and what you get is excellent.
I can't argue with the math, Jake. The Stroke Lab tech usually runs you an extra $50 to $100 depending on the exact model. You are paying heavily for the R&D of that multi-material shaft. But here is a smart shopper move most golfers completely miss. For a golfer who consistently 3-putts twice around, paying that premium for tempo assistance is actually the cheapest way to save your own sanity. But honestly, the OG is the smarter buy for the majority of players. Round 5 winner is the White Hot OG. It offers 90% of the performance for significantly less cash.
Section 5, finding your perfect fit and avoiding buying mistakes.
So we've got a really tight battle here. But stick around because we are about to break down exactly which putter fits your specific handicap. Looking good on paper is one thing, but translating that to a lower number on your scorecard is what actually matters.
Let's rapid fire through these golfer types. Beginners, go White Hot OG. It is simpler, cheaper, and helps you learn natural distance control. Mid-handicappers fighting a twitchy stroke? Stroke Lab is your winner. It beautifully smooths out your transition. High handicappers? Also Stroke Lab, because you really need that high MOI forgiveness on mishits.
What about seniors? I'm giving that to the Stroke Lab. The lighter overall weight profile is just way easier to manage.
Fast swings with aggressive tempos? Go White Hot OG. The heavier steel shaft keeps you grounded.
Slicers? If you cut across your putts, you need stability. Stroke Lab wins.
Distance seekers who always leave it short? Stroke Lab's pendulum feel helps get the ball to the hole.
Forgiveness seekers? You also go Stroke Lab. And for my budget buyers out there, White Hot OG. Easily. Now, here is the absolutely biggest insider buying mistake I see constantly. Guys walk into the shop and pay for the Stroke Lab simply because it is the newest, most expensive option on the rack. Listen to me, if your tempo is already naturally smooth, that high-tech shaft might actually feel totally alien or way too light in the middle of your stroke. Test the overall weight of the club, not just the fancy face.
I completely agree, Jake. That is the single mistake everyone makes. They buy the tech without testing the balance point.
Section 6, the final verdict. Let's wrap this up. We are going to settle the score right now between standard steel nostalgia and multi-material technology. Let's hit the fast, honest pros and cons. Jake, you start us off.
You got it. White Hot OG Pros. Legendary soft feel, beautiful premium finish, and a much, much better price point.
White Hot OG cons. You get absolutely zero help for your stroke tempo. Stroke Lab Pros. Genuine technology that stabilizes your stroke and higher MOI for missed hit forgiveness.
Stroke Lab cons. That bicolor shaft is totally distracting to look at, and the feel is definitely slightly muted compared to the OG.
Okay, let's assign the final trophies. For the overall winner, I am officially crowning the Odyssey Stroke Lab. The biggest struggle for weekend warriors isn't feel, it is consistency.
Best value goes to the White Hot OG. It also easily takes the win for beginners.
Mid-handicap and high-handicap categories? Stroke Lab dominates both by actively addressing physical amateur flaws. Forgiveness? Stroke Lab again.
If you struggle with distance control on long putts, Stroke Lab takes that too. But if you have no budget limit, honestly, I'm still buying the White Hot OG and spending the rest of my cash on greens fees.
What about the used market? Well, the White Hot OG holds its value beautifully and is way easier to find. And finally, for seniors, the Stroke Lab Smooth Tempo Assistance wins out.
So which side of the fence are you on? Are you dropping extra cash on the high-tech shaft, or are you sticking with a classic steel? Drop down into the comments right now, tell us your current handicap, and pick your winner. We literally read every single one. If this head-to-head explainer helped you save some cash and make a confident decision, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to Golf Gear Showdown for more honest battles where we completely cut through the marketing hype. Next time, we are putting premium golf balls to the test to see if you really need to spend $50 a dozen. We will see you on the next one to help you find the winner for your game. Stop guessing and start